What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and what we're looking at right now is Adoree Jackson. I adore, like, bruh, this guy right here, I don't know exactly what was going on for why I never really looked at his card. I just looked at him like, yo, the dude's like a 5'11" guy. Like, what is he really out there doing? Pretty much what you're getting from this, you're getting Deion Sanders, okay? You are actually getting Deion Sanders, but in a different card. And for now, because he's a 99 and we have that 99 overall power-up pass, you can get this guy for free, okay? So I want to make sure that everybody understands. At this current moment right now, everyone that watches my channel, for the most part, you guys already have MUT level 99. You already have it, right? So because you already have it, you can utilize it in different ways and get different cards for free. Because of that, you have to understand a few things. It is very important that you guys understand that, okay? When you take a look at this card right here is like, he's gonna be pretty much, if you have Deion Sanders on the other side and he has Acrobat, you're gonna pretty much get that same exact card on the other side. That's pretty much what you're going to get, okay? So people need to understand exactly what is going on. When you look at his numbers, you don't need Sprinter, you don't need Brawler, you don't need anything for his card. You do not need anything else to add to him. So you're gonna have to make sure that the other players on the squad are suitable enough to be boosted with Brawler and Sprinter. So that way you can take it off of this guy. Because if you don't have the max, it affects the rest of your team very, very negatively. And that is something that I wanted to kind of point out to all of you, because many of you have had issues with that. Like, yo, Gmia, I don't know which card to, to take it off of. I don't know how to keep it maxed out at 40 or 40. I don't understand how we're supposed to actually do it. Well, pretty much what you have to do is you have to go and start getting the higher overall cards that gives you the ×2 with the Sprinter and the Brawler. That is very, very important, okay, for you guys to be able to maximize what your team is doing, because Reggie Bush is also another card that I would like to do this with, but I have not been able to do it. And that is something that I want to make sure everybody understands. The change in direction, once it's very, very high, you don't want to affect it by taking away from it with Sprinter, although I don't believe that it actually negates it, because the players are going to move the same way anyway for the most part. I've actually tested that out. I've tested out, like, going into a game, still being maxed out. By the way, we're raid selling Jalen Ramsey. This guy's gone. Dude's too stiff. I don't want to deal with him no more. And also, in addition to that, he has our 99 overall power pass. So we're taking it off of him to get this free Adoree Jackson, who turned out to be much better than him. So what I'm going to do is that gameplay that you guys are going to get probably later today, I'm going to try to get that out to you guys. You'll be able to see what Adoree Jackson is all about. So this guy, Jalen Ramsey, has to go. Now, his price has already started to dwindle a lot. So I don't know if that has to do with the fact that EA is going to be putting out new content and people are just frustrated with him, but people are starting to sell his card at a much cheaper rate. Now, when you go to look for Adoree Jackson in the auction house, for the most part, you probably will not be able to find him because so many people probably know that he's good. I didn't see him on the auction house. So in any other fashion, I wouldn't be able to get him anyway. Because he's a 99, I have the pass. That's the only way. You realistically right now can only get that card at the time that I'm making this video for free. You only can use your power pass to get them. So, or you could put the, you could do the set or whatever, but the set is kind of weird and the price ranges of it might be too much. So I would just recommend at this time that you try them out. Now, for those of you guys that don't have Deion Sanders, I don't know if you understand how glitchy that card is. It is like, dude, I don't know what EA builds into, Deion every year when he's in the game, but they just cheat for him. And he's outrageous. Like, there's no reason for him to be all over the field. Pretty much today, Acrobat has been kind of insane, which is why I'm telling you guys now, go ahead and put Acrobat back on your players, because I think they boosted it, because when we complained about it, everybody was, getting the ball caught through their body and going for 6. It looks like they tuned it and didn't really say anything about it. But Deion is diving like 20 yards away, straight for the ball on like low-balled hitch routes and just picking them off. So the only thing you really have to cover, realistically, is probably the inside slots, unless you want to put that ability on your slot receivers as well. But we are going to be doing some adjustments. We are going to be trying different variations of it out. And it's going to be pretty much a situation where, when you look at what's available for you as far as abilities, only Acrobat seems to be the suitable thing. You cannot do anything else at this time other than give them, your players Acrobat. So I want to show you guys exactly what's going on with that situation. Now, as we look to, put him into the lineup, all we're going to do is add the lockdown ×4. Now, pay attention to that scheme chemistry as well, because right now I'm on the brink of just right there at the max of 40 or 40. I'm right there. So these are his numbers. When you look at it, I know he's a 5'11" guy. You guys are like, yo, Gmi, bro, he's mad small. Defensively, the advantage goes to the defense. Like when you're playing the game, it goes to the defense. Everything is about the defense. So he's 5'11", but he plays like he's 9 feet. So if you try to throw it up against him to Calvin, he's gonna pick you off and go for 6. And you know what the beautiful thing about that is? You don't even have to click on. The EA development team is very proud of this. You don't have to click on. The computer will do everything for you. He will jump up higher than Calvin, higher than Harold Carmichael, and he will pick you off. And then he'll probably pick your girl up too afterwards. But that's not what it's about. What it's about is the fact that he'll pick you off. So don't worry about his height. See, the height is something that we worry about on the offensive side. Defensively, that's something that's been put into the game by the development team very, very proudly. They are ecstatic every time a guy gets a predetermined pick, when a guy is wide open and then the defender pushes him back and then he gets a one-arm pick, dropping backwards, then he turns into a Super Saiyan. Like, it's real stupid, but that's what's in the game, and we're gonna take advantage of it. So now on both sides of the ball, Deion Sanders and Adoree Jackson, they're pretty much the same card, just this guy's 1 inch shorter. That's it. Same exact card, everything is pretty much going on the same way. He may have a little bit higher of a press than Deion, but there's nothing else really going on with it. And I want you to take a look at everything, because there's no boost. We did not give him a physical chem. There's no physical chem going on, but we're gonna still have the proper amounts to distribute with the rest of the team, to make sure everybody gets what they're supposed to get. And that's what I wanna make a point of. Make sure that everybody else that's utilizing the brawler and the sprinter, that it's maxed out, but you need the higher level overall cards to get those ×2. I think you got to be at least a 93 or above. So that's something that you have to make sure, because once you go into the game, you will notice when your players are slower and you forgot to adjust what was going on. That is very, very important that you guys understand that. So I don't want it to be a situation where, oh yeah, you told me not to put nothing on him, and then yeah, he's good, but then you're missing out. Like right here, my sprinter's at 40 or 40, my brawler's at 42 or 40. I'm good not giving him an additional physical chem. You may not be good with that. So that's something that you have to do. You have to also obviously make sure that you go ahead and activate the ability that's on the player, but just don't go into a game forgetting that, because you might not feel it, but 98 speed, 97 speed in certain cases, because you don't have sprinter and brawler, you're going to feel it, especially on the players that are not 99 speed. You are going to actually 100% feel that. So instead of doing it like that, just look through your lineup. You may have to start going and putting backups in that are at least a 93 overall and start to add other physical chems. You may need to do that. But whatever is needed, because I might have to do that now, because I just realized if we can go ahead and get Reggie Bush without using the sprinter, he might play better. I don't think he's going to play better, but it will look better for his card that he's not getting anything minus from his actual agility, changing direction, stuff like that. So just keep that stuff in mind as we go forward. That's what I would recommend. But I'm telling you right now, if you have a 99 overall power pass, go get Adoree Jackson for free. Try him out and see exactly what it's about, because he had an unbelievable game. And like I said, I'm gonna try to get it out to you guys as soon as possible. You guys enjoy your day. One love, y'all.